TheChestnutMtnTinman here. How are y'all doing? It's Saturday afternoon, about 10 till 3. Just decided to go for a quick ride after putting it off. It's got about an hour before the game starts. So just gonna make a little loop. Just make a little loop. Get some wind therapy. Get some miles for December. It's about 45 degrees outside. Got the old heated gear on, so we'll stay toasty. I was saying in the previous video that I installed a Kraus shift linkage adjuster, and going into neutral has sometimes been a dancing feat, and it's just click now, just goes right in. The gears are smooth and simple. Bought it from a law-abiding biker, but I'm sure you could go to Kraus, Kraus, maybe I believe.com. Probably could find it. Law-abiding biker just charges whatever the website for the product charges. They don't charge anymore. He's a motor cop in California. Hope to go shoot my first IDPA match tomorrow. Did some preparing for it. You saw last night on a short a little bit. I hate how shorts cut out. You know, most of your screen, I couldn't. You could see the gun in like 3 or 4 plates, and that's it. But oh well. Sun's trying to burn through some very thin clouds. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my Nevin prescription sunglasses. I just started seeing their ads, and they claim to be Oakley, you know, or what's the one, Costa equivalents for a fraction of the cost. And for like $140, I got these, and I really like them. That was outright cost and with no insurance involved, and I'm usually paying $250 or more or so with doing the insurance thing for like Oakleys or Ray-Bans, and plus, right now, if you just order their sunglasses, neven.com, they're giving 2 free pair. I got 1 free pair with the prescription. I gave them to my wife. She likes them. So I wore them shooting yesterday. I was impressed there. I just got the dark tinted lenses. For prescription, the red lenses was rose pink, and they looked really light. And I decided not to take a chance and go with just the dark lenses, the black lenses. They're kind of a brown tent. It was wild picking up brass on the gravel last night. It made the gravel like they had brought in a purplish gravel. I would lift the sunglasses. I go, no, that's the same gray looking gravel, but the lenses made it look purplish. Looked really cool. But I mean, colors out here are all like they're supposed to be. I can see my distance, I can see up close, so I didn't have to wait for insurance. Paid less money. Heck yeah. So if you're in the market for either sunglasses or prescription sunglasses or prescription glasses, I'm building a Chick-fil-A up here. Check out Nevin.com. Hello, sun. Peeking through the clouds more and more. .3 degrees, Scarlett says. Wind therapy. So good for the soul. I got my light problem squared away with Ciro 3D. I had met a guy on a TriGlide amber whiskey over black, like my amber, up in Livonia a couple weekends ago. Had a benefit ride, and we were talking. He had a bunch of Ciro 3D put on, and the installer, he had a garage do it, ran into the same problem I had, so they called and the guy at tech support is, man, he is super cool. I mean, he worked with me to make sure mine worked right, because it didn't work right at first. And we actually left the conversation trying to figure it out, and I don't know, I unplugged, plugged, unplugged, plugged, and then they worked. So what you plug in their little device, their little splitter thing, up into your accessory power and under the fairing, and then it goes between the lights and where they plug into the bike, and they got a yellow wire coming out, and it sends the power back up to the power outlet, making it confusing the BCM, letting it think there's not as much power going through. So it works. It's cheap, like $29 or something like that. So it's cheap. It worked. I liked it. That's all that matters. And when it didn't work like it was supposed to, I had sent the tech, I believe he's an older fella from just his voice, and I'd sent him pictures because he had sent me the email, and I had bought 2 cables from him, and I was using the wrong one because he kept describing the yellow wires, and I said, dude, this don't plug in there, and I had pulled out the wrong one, so got the right one. And then when I couldn't get it to work, took 3 or 4 pictures of how I had it plugged in, and he was like, you know, looks like you have it all together. And you know, he was like, I don't know why, it should work. He says, but you know, you could have a pinched wire somewhere, a short will cause such, and yada yada yada. So we kind of left each other with the fact that maybe I have a short somewhere. And when it worked, I emailed him back, hey, don't know what happened. I unplugged, plugged back in, yada yada, and it works now. And he was like, great, you have any other problems, just email me, you know. And I only have two things of theirs, only one lights, and my collades on the back box are ciro, and my mini floorboards, they're Adam Sandoval's from Ciro 3D. I'm not sure about my turn signals, actual bike turn signals. I might have ciro there, I don't know. Don't remember. But, you know, some companies would be like, well, you don't have our product, so it's not affecting us. Because the lights up front are the Kimimoto and the Eagle lights that I had put on that caused my problem. So he could have just, sorry, can't help you. If you had ours, we would help you. But thank goodness for the guy that I talked to at Livonia for the information that he had discovered. I was like, heck yeah. And I couldn't wait for that part to get here. I was like just on pins and needles going, hurry up. What was it? I ordered something else from them. What did I order from them? It came just before that. What the heck was it? Trying to think. What the heck did I get from them? Oh, the light bezel on the front. Their lighted bezel that fills in the round with square. I don't have it on yet because I've got to get a splitter for that power outlet. But it's just lights. I had it on sale for $79. If you wanted the turn signal part, it went up to $178 or so. And I was like, I don't need turn signals there that bad. Not for $100 more. I just like the look of the bezel without lights. So I think I'm supposed to get my new splitter Monday. I'll plug it in and I'll have them. And it feels good riding. It is a little chilly, but I'm actually getting just about gonna need to turn down the gear down to 2. I had it on 3. Just get the chill off everything. Cleared a hunk of land right there. single home subdivision. And what is that going to be? Well, I now know that the right channel is my jacket and all, because that's what was really getting hot. And when I pulled up the controller, left channel was already down to 2. When I turned the right channel down to 2, I could feel the jacket cool. Wasn't sure which was which until now. I love riding out this time of year and smelling the fireplaces. Oh man, warms your heart. Oh, like right there. Oh, that's nice. Oh man. Oh, look at that red fence. That is cool. Redwood. Nice. Man, I remember back in the 90s there was nothing out here. Nothing. Instead of Friendship, I think I'll turn and take Thompson Mill out to Ridge or Bogan and go that way. Won't be a dang 6-lane highway. I was impressed. I was out when I rode the other night and I cleared my I didn't clear nothing. I pulled up my Harley navigation and clicked it to go home, and so I could track my miles per gallon, and came home at 47 miles per gallon. Of course, that's riding gentle. It's not riding hard. If I ride hard, I'm down in the 30s. But if I ride, like I'm riding now, I can get in the upper 40s. One more thing I want to do is the little thing that raises the front of the, might raise both the front and the rear of the tank up a little to give more clearance for air to help cool the engine when it's hot. Lord, I'm blank. The guys that have all the stuff, well, I have their rear shocks and front shocks. You butthole. Oh my God, now you're gonna take friggin' 90 hours to get turned. Cause you ain't gonna turn for nobody. I'm blank as can be. I got a lot of TriGlide information and videos on their website. Golly, I can't think of who they are. Totally blank. I'll think of it. Maybe. Pull up my phone if I didn't have these thick gloves on. To be the popular style out here now. Squarish. Come film that barn. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, words, emojis, or both. You know, I love to hear from you, whether it's this, another, or especially something you got going on. There's another red barn. I don't know why I haven't done those. But yeah, I would appreciate, especially if you got something cool going on, let me know so I can come check it out. Otherwise, I may never see it. It's a lot harder to watch things when you have 1,500 plus subscribers. Sporting my new Harley Davidson coat. I thought it was heavier than it is. I thought this would be my heavy jacket, and it's great with the liner in it, the heated gear, but without it, it'd be cold right now. But it's kind of styled like the I just can't think of anything. Oh God, what's the Western type wear that's what's it start with a C? God dang. Anyways, it has that look to it. Fraser's had it marked down from like $380 to $140. I was like, okay, that's the only way I'll buy their jackets. My other bomber style jacket that I bought right after my birthday, I was over there picking up at Killer Creek in Alpharetta, and I was picking up my birthday shirt that they gave me 40% off, and bomber jacket spied my eye, and I was like, one I had way too big. Now that I've shrank, tried it on, liked it. And I had enough points on my Harley card that I got it free. And I was like, I like that. Free is always good. A little harder to fly by here and do this. Let's stay off the interstate. Let's go up to Buford Drive. Go up that way through Flowery Branch. Trooper just went down there and running laser for northbound traffic right at the off-ramp. Good tacos right there. let's run the red light there.